Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we're back at the table. What's going on? We've missed it, this old bad boy. So anyway guys, today I got asked yesterday, was it yesterday's video? No, 2 days ago, Wednesday's video. I did the unboxing for this, which is the Masterclass Combination Stone, which my beautiful woman bought for me as a present. And then I just commented on there, I said that if anybody wants to see me sharpen a knife with it, you know, and use it, then just leave a message, which lots of you guys did. I got a nice response, so this is for you guys. So all I've got here guys, it's just I've got this, bring this into shot. I have just a container full of water, which hopefully not leaking, otherwise the missus will have kittens. So a container full of water, a bushcraft knife, which is the Condor bush lore, and then obviously the stone. So what we're going to do is just, I've unpackaged the stone now, but what I'm going to do is just take the rubber stopper off, which is really good by the way. I like how it's rubber, it sticks like shit to a blanket. So what we do is put this in here, submerge this bad boy in lukewarm water. I had to research what that was, because I thought it was like, was it medium, was it a little bit warm? I learned the in-depth specification of lukewarm water. Yeah, so it just says bang it in here until it stops bubbling, and when it stops bubbling, you're game on. Marvin Gaye, get it on. Game on. So guys, we'll be back in a second when we are ready to start sharpening away. So, see you in a bit guys. Hi guys, welcome back. We are back, it's finished bubbling and we are game on. So, like I said, the air bubbles have all come up and we are ready to play. So we're just going to take it straight out and we're going on the coarse side, just for shits and gigs. Doesn't really need sharpening, it's quite sharp already, but there we go. Yeah, when you've put it in his sock, in there, one of the most important things is to keep it lubricated. So dip your fingers in, give it a nice little wipe over, because there might be some tiny bits of grit and stuff like that have come off within the water, you know, that have come loose, because obviously it's a brand new stone. Like I said, the most important thing is keep it wet, because wetter is always better when we're sharpening, because we want lubrication. Yeah, so as always, we're going to lay it flat, rock on the bevel, then slide along. Lay it flat, rock on the bevel, slide it on. Lay it flat, rock, slide it on. Now guys, as you get better at this, I've done tutorial videos on how to sharpen knives and all that sort of thing, so if you want to go check those out, you're more than welcome. I think I've done 2 now. And I've also done a video how to sharpen axes as well. So go check that shit out, get fully involved. So I tell you in these videos to count. I've actually lost count right now, don't know how many I've done, but what I do is, once you've done sharpening for a while, you tend to get the feel for it, so you'll be feeling that edge. So now I can feel this, and feel the burr. The burr's not actually that bad, so, but the stone's not very wet. You can feel the difference. When your stone is getting a bit dry, you can feel it. So what you're doing is kind of slicing the water off. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like from this angle. You're just trying to slice that water off. There we go. What does that feel like? Feels awesome. Like I said, this stone is way less. Even the coarse side on here, I think, is less than my other stone. I think it's more than my other stone. So this is going to be like doing a fine sweep on my other stone, if you know what I mean. Because my other stone is really coarse. But it's worked for me for this long. Right, so now we've done a few sweeps on that side. We're going to either take it in this hand and do it that way, which I don't really fancy doing. I'm going to do it this way, I think. Lay it flat again, rock on the bevel, and then you're away. So especially with the belly on this knife, guys, and on lots of knives, you want to As you see my arm, it comes up as I'm going down the belly. My arm's coming up to meet to keep the edge met with the stone. Keep everything nice and flat. But once you get sharpening, guys, you'll get your own technique. Lots of people have their own techniques and do stuff how they want to do it, you know. Not everybody sharpens like Bristol Prepper, but I get there in the end and it gets nice and sharp come the end. So, that was weird. I was about to dip the knife in the water. So, put some more water on the stone. Like I said, lubrication for the nation. Make sure it's nice and wet. Make sure to check this burr. Good way to check the burr is run it across the back of your hand. Feel the burr and you know where you've gone wrong, not gone wrong, but places that need work. That actually feels quite alright to be fair. So I'm going to flip over. Go to the posh side, which is the fine side. Give it a nice bit of lubrication. Dry my hand off because I've got a thing about the wood getting wet. I'm going to rock on the bevel. Instantly, guys, on this stone, I can feel the difference in the fine side. It feels like you're like sharpening on silk. It's really nice and soft. And in the white stones, you can actually see the darkness on the arise on the stone. So you can see where you're eroding the metal. So you can see black spots and darker spots on the stone where obviously you're taking shards of metal off the blade. Just going to feel for burr now. See how she feels. Now this is not the only technique. Lots of people like to do it like this. Quite hard to see from my angle, but like this. This is a lot faster way of doing it. But it takes a little bit more technique in the way of balance and stuff like that. You've really got to get it spot on to not get any. Do you know what I mean? To not fuck your knife up pretty much. So you can start there. More. You can once you've finished doing this bit and you've sorted this piece out, you can then move back and do the belly. And then go up here and do this side. See that? You can see all these little patches. That is, I like to rub that off and get it off and get it out of the way. So, feels quite nice. So now I'm going to go back the other side. Do that other technique which I told you about. And when you go back on the other side again, I think you can always feel it. Because you've got the burr on it, you can always feel it's a little bit rough to start with because you're breaking down that burr you've built up on the other side. It's not a problem, it's all a part of sharpening. So let it flat, rock on the bevel, and then just pump your way to success. Go. If you can see that, all the darkness on the stain. Yep. So we've got that is called slurry, I think it's called. I think the posh word for it is called slurry. So anyway, once you've fiddled around and you've done all your sides and you've done all your bits and pieces, hopefully you're left with a relatively sharp knife. If not, go back, try again, because that's all the part of sharpening, you know, learning curves and all that. I'm just running my blade, a finger across the blade now, just to feel for burr anywhere I might have missed, but it feels pretty good. So once you've fanned it around with that and you're happy with the result, move that to the side. By the way, another quick tip: if you are using the stone and for a prolonged period of time, you might find just generally the stone becomes very dry. And there's another thing to do with that is just submerge it. Bang it straight back in the water for another couple of minutes, and then I'll stick back out and start again. So another quick thing as well is when you use these stones for a long period of time, the stone will start to dip. So you have an arch, and the two sides will be higher, and then you get pits and holes in your stone. The other thing to do with that is just grab either the back of your knife or a flat piece of metal, and then just run it flat across the stone to kind of sand the stone down so it's flat again. Yeah, so after doing that, the only other thing I do is grab a strop like this and just strop it home, guys. Stropping it home. Now, stropping, there's no special technique. Just slam it down on the bevel and drag it across. This has always worked for me. Ugh. Yeah, guys, so just do the stropping, it works every time. Yeah, so that's it really, guys, for today's video and for the sharpening video. The baby is crying, Mother Nature is calling, must chip on. Anyway, guys, so like, comment, subscribe, as always, smash it all down beneath, makes me a very happy man. Better go, there's a baby coming. As always, guys, stay prepared, or I'll catch you guys another day, another way.